Hi here, Finn's here. I'm back for another video. Oh, my hair is a complete mess. I'm back here with another video. And this is London calling, or the United Kingdom calling, I should say. Yes, I'm going to be talking about Eurovision, and there's big news because You Decide is dead! Oh wait, what country is You Decide in? Oh, it's the UK. Oh wow. So yeah, seriously though. Yes, you've heard it first. Oh, my flies are undone. Thank goodness you can't see that. No, seriously though, Eurovision UK You Decide is been axed. So we will not have another You Decide. We will not have a national selection next year. Instead, the BBC have just announced this week that they are going back to internally selecting their acts for Eurovision 2020 in Rotterdam. Which is, I think, is good news. So, what's happened is, they are going to find an artist from a record label called, I've got this on my hand, DMG, and they're going to find that artist, and they're going to probably write a song for them, and yeah, they're going to be internally selected. They won't go for a national selection, and they're just going to concentrate on this one song. And yes, I have to say, I'm very, very happy about this. I have to say, I really am. When the news broke on Monday, when it was announced that the BBC swapped their national selection for internal selecting, I thought, oh my goodness, yes. And I kind of predicted this was going to happen. At the same time, I am surprised, but yeah, again, I'm not surprised, because after the result we got, I kind of predicted, like, the BBC would either do some real big changes to the national selection or just press delete altogether. Because coming last in Tel Aviv this year, we knew that the BBC would have to make some big changes to finding their song for the next year. And I did say after Eurovision 2019 was over and we got the result we got in the end, I did say in another video that they should scrap their national selection and just concentrate on one song. And that's what they did. I know, I have to say this is a good thing, because I think concentrating on one song means, because national selections sometimes are quite expensive to host. You know, you have to find all these 6 other songs, and they have to be staged, and there's a lot of money behind it. And I think it's just better just to, to just do one song, and then you don't have to put some money into the national selection, and you could concentrate on that one song and put more money in the staging. I would say. My hand's better than this. Anyway. Oh, no, it's fine. This is what I might like today. No. So yes. Is this a good thing that the BBC are going to internally selecting? I think it is, because I think the results we had with internally selecting our acts are going to be in the past have been better than when we went through national selection. Between 2011 and 2015, we've had better results in internal selection. We've came 11th, 25th, 19th, 17th, 24th. Compared to when we went through national election, 24th, 15th, 24th, 26th. Yeah, it's been, because when we've really selected our act from the national selection, You Decide, the results haven't been that great. We've really only gone, with the exception of Lucy Jones, because Lucy Jones was amazing. She brought magic, she had staging, that glam, the stars, the pyro, everything. 15th was a good result. The exception of that, the other songs we've got from You Decide haven't been great. 2 times 24th and last, and in 2019 coming last, dead last, with only 11 points. It's not a good result, and it's not a good way to look at the national selection. And why have we not done so well in the national selection? I think mostly it's not down to the artists' fault. I think the artists are great, they can sing. I mean, most of them have been on talent shows, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, at least they've had experience performing. I think the problem is the songs. The songs, you know, have been a little bit cliche, you know. You're not alone, we're in this together, we're fighting forever. It's all that you want. I know that song's good, but it was a little bit cliche. And same with Michael Rice, you know. What was his lyrics? I won't give up and I won't let go because this kind of love is our only hope. Really? Couldn't you find something more original? So yeah, the songs have been written. And also, you know, the artists didn't even write their own material. None of them did. And I think when you don't have the artists writing their own material, you lose a bit of heart. I mean, I can understand not every artist can write their own song. It's not as easy as people think. But when you have all the artists, none of them can write a song, and the songs are all written probably from somewhere in Scandinavia. That's scratching heads, you know. I mean, Molly Smith and Downs wrote her own song, and that was a fan favourite. Okay, it only came 17th, and mainly that was down to the staging. I did like the lanterns though, but it was staging, and she was on last, and she was very nervous, and I wouldn't blame her. Copenhagen was a big stadium, a big arena to perform in, and she had to wait after 25 acts, so yeah. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, and You Decide needed to go. I have to say, yeah, I mean, the BBC have tried ways to make it better. They had this idea of having one song in two versions, kind of progress, but it didn't kind of work. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't actually a bad idea. It would have been better if we had better songs and better genres. But, I mean, yeah, and also, what I didn't like from that is that they had the power to this expert panel, and sure, they actually did make the right decisions in the end, and they knew what they're talking about, especially Ryan, who's a big fan of the show, and knew what he was talking about. I just didn't like the power to go all to them. I think they should have had like I don't know, that 25 people person music panel to judge that instead of just 3 people, or maybe let the power go to the people. I didn't like that bit. I mean, there have been a few good songs over the years on You Decide. You know, remember Sanders Legends? We will be legends tonight. Oh. And, you know, Carrie Ann this year's Sweet Lies. Keep telling me lies. Keep telling me sweet lies. Keep giving me highs. Do. You know, there have been some fan favourites, but were they ever going to win? That's the thing. Yeah, I mean, You Decide needs to go. It needs to go. And I will miss, the one thing else I would miss about You Decide, is the hosts. I will miss Mel Gedroy and Marlon Zemelo, because actually those two were good hosts. They were the best bit of the national selection. I think most people actually generally watch the show, mainly for Mel Gedroy, because they were great hosts, you know, they knew what Eurovision was about, and they made the show fun in a way, and I will miss those two, I have to say. But yeah, well, I miss the songs in the national section. That's nothing. I mean, they have had quite a few. Old Maid's version of Freaks. Come to the land of the lost and lonely. Don't be afraid, we want a big family. Oh, Freaks, like you and me. Oh, give me a break. And that Weapon song. Why don't we put our weapons down? Why don't we put our weapons? Why don't we put our weapons? I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. We can make it right, really. Why don't we put our weapons down? Oh, opening the link. Shoot me now. Well, don't. But yeah, the songs haven't been that great. I mean, the BBC have tried their hardest, but I think in the end, I think internally selecting their act is probably a better way to select your act for Eurovision, I think. Because Power to the People can be dangerous. They don't sometimes pick the right song. I have to say, Michael Rice this year, I mean, what happened to Bigger Than Us? You know, when he was selected to be the representative of the UK in Eurovision, I saw potential in him. I saw promise from the song, and you know, I knew the song could elevate and the staging could elevate when we get to Tel Aviv. And I did see potential, and that's why I got behind it, because I really thought with the power of Michael Rice, and you cannot deny the power of Michael Rice's vocal ability, you really can't. He's definitely was one of the best male vocalists of this year. However, the staging could have been better, I could say. I did like the LED background, it looked quite nice, I have to say, the sky. But yet every other country was kind of doing the same. Australia, Slovenia, Norway was just on it in the running order. Just then you got Norway, then the United Kingdom. It's like, yeah, it didn't work. And you know, it could have been a bit more original. You know, Michael singing next to 5 backing vocalists. You know, and they get in one big circle. It could have been a bit more creative with the staging, like they did with Lucy Jones. Yeah, I mean, and also, I think also it was a bit forgettable. The running order wasn't in his favour. Between Norway and Iceland, didn't work out. It just got forgotten about, and that was such a shame, but it's not a bad song. It was a good song, but was it rememberable on the night? No. And that was a shame. But hopefully now, we're going, hopefully, with the eternal selecting, hopefully the BBC could internally select somebody good, maybe like an unknown like Mori, or somebody we do know like Blue. I'm sure there have been some dark years and dark ages of the internally selecting. I mean, Electro Velvet, what was that? Engelbert Humperdinck Man, that didn't work out. But no, I mean, the UK has got a long list of who can they select for Eurovision. Like, they could send out Alexandra Burke, Conor Maynard, John Newman, George Ezra. The list goes on. Leona Lewis, well, she might be a bit busy, but there's so many, like, you could choose. Rita Ora, Mabel, you know, Dua Lipa, well, she might be a bit busy, but you know what I mean, you know, you've got so many. Yeah, McFly, they're going on tour next year, but anyway, but there's so many. Busted, you know. There's so many great artists in the UK. You don't have to just, and hopefully they could just select a good song. I mean, hopefully this eternally selecting act, hopefully will give the UK a good result. I've got my fingers crossed we could get our best result probably since 2009, maybe. I have to say, we don't know who the artist is. It could be Electro Velvet 2.0, we hope not. And we haven't heard the song, so let's not get carried away with ourselves, because it could be a different story. But I have faith. I have hope in the BBC. Hopefully, let's hope something good about this happens. And hopefully, I don't know when they'll announce the artist or song. Probably, I would say maybe after Christmas, maybe in the new year. But yeah, we have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to, because I'm very excited. I just hope we won't get let down. I really hope. Please don't select somebody bad. Please. I want to wave my Union Jack flag with pride. Anyway. That's what I think. What do you think? Comment down below in the comment section below. Who do you want to represent the United Kingdom in Eurovision? And if you like this video, give me a like and subscribe to this channel as well. Thank you so much for watching.